Hello, and we're not quite on camera yet, but we will be in a moment. Here we are.
Well, what you can see of me. Hi, everyone.
Welcome to TFT.
Tarot for today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon
and me, Banshee.
and Shadow.
Shadow today is with us.
Uncharacteristically with us. Hello, baby.
So, Shadow Cat, you going to show your face or just your butt to the camera today? Who knows?
Who knows?
So, welcome, everybody. I hope everybody is doing very well. Let's see, we've got Bonita, Merwin, Angel Mary.
Hi, Bonita.
A little late with the list here. Sorry. Let me get it together.
Hi, Josephine. Hi, Peaceful Soul. Hi, Estelle and Angel Mary. Hi, everyone. Merwin, Angel Rivera. Yes.
So,
We're trying to be quiet because Sunny is asleep upstairs.
we're not going to be quiet. Sunny will no doubt be here at some point. All
My
right, I
beautiful
think
one,
I've
my
got
beautiful, beautiful
everybody.
one.
I just wanted to make sure. I should probably check my chat. Let's see. Peaceful Soul. Got it. Okay.
So here we are on the last part of the Thanksgiving weekend. Oh, I'm so glad it's over. But I don't look forward to going into work because I know there'll probably be a big pile of stuff to take care of that happened over the weekend.
Hey, Merwin, Angel, Bonita got in just before you, but keep your question up there. We will get to you second. You are second on the list. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Peaceful Soul. Sorry we're a little scattered here, but we've had a busy kind of weekend, haven't we?
We have, yeah. What did we do?
Well, live streaming on Thanksgiving.
We had our pop-up live spread, past live spread yesterday.
Live stream.
Live stream, well.
Live stream, live spread.
Past live, blah, blah. You would think I was still having fireballs.
We had Fireball on Thursday. Oh, my goodness. And let's see. Oh, and of course there was Material Matters and your emotional exchanges.
So yeah, we've been busy.
We were kind of busy. Yeah, definitely. I hope everybody's doing well out there. We're just trying to do the best we can under these circumstances in Michigan here.
It was a lot of fun, Angel. Yeah, and I was wondering where you were, but...
Oh, Angel, it was a hoot this time. We had another alien or two.
Or two.
And it turned out that it was esoterics.
Who knew that Esoterics Tarot, E.T.,
Is
could
an
also
alien.
be E.T.?
It was just a whole lot of fun, really, it was. So check it out if you have a chance.
Yep. A lot of people said, hey, it's just fun just to listen to the readings, even if they weren't getting one. So
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's very good to know. I've already been thinking of silly ideas for the future.
Yes.
I didn't tell you about them.
Oh, of course.
How about past life pajama party?
Oh, dear.
That would be a Zoom one, I think.
Definitely.
We'd have to have a Zoom group on that one. Yes. I don't know. I was just kidding around, obviously.
Uh-huh.
So I've got a deck here for the collective today. I'm using my Tarot Affirmations deck by Sally Hill. It's just a Rider-Waite, but with affirmations on the cards.
Too big.
They're very big, and so are the cards.
So we will pull that and have our collective thought for the day.
All right.
Read anyway?
Yeah, well, they're affirmations, so they're right there.
So we have the
Yay!
Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups.
Woohoo!
How wonderful.
The Nine of Cups. I am emotional wholeness, the discovery and acceptance of a wide range of feelings and emotions. I am the capacity to experience feelings in depth without fear of being overwhelmed by them. I am the solid foundation and reserve of emotional expression created through using and communicating my feelings. I am the emotional integrity developed by identifying and staying true to my feelings. I am the feelings of fulfillment and abundance that accompany a fully developed emotional life. I like that one.
Very cool.
And that's what we have for the collective today. Hey, Libra,
Hi, Libra.
Cusp, welcome.
So these are the tarot I will be using for readings today. Whoops. The Crow's Magic Tarot. And that's Strength. And then the Tarot of the Mermaids.
Oh, it's back.
It's back, baby.
Alrighty.
And that is the, whoops, I had it upside down. The Seven of Cups. It's floating there. And then, of course,
Hey,
the Egyptian Golden Nefertari. That's the Page of Swords.
You see me writing, don't you, Patton? All right, no reading for you is fine. January girl, welcome.
Hi, January girl. Hi, Patton. So what about you? What are you using?
What am I using? I'm using what I used last Thursday. I am using, of course, this newer one we bought, the Grimalkin Tarot. And
lovely deck.
Here's the Lover's card in that deck. Just love it. I think I might have an all-cat reading tarot deck soon. Just to read one of
Oh,
them.
gee, there's so many of them.
And let's see, I want to pull one. Here's the, I think I showed that one last time. That's interesting. Well, let's show the star. This is the star in the Uncommon Tarot by Shaheen Miro and with commentary by Therese Reed, the Tarot Lady.
I like that one.
And
Hi, Teresa.
finally, I am using the Ciro Marchetti
Be
Tarot.
blessed yourself.
We'll show the devil in that one. The Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti.
Excuse me. The devil.
Yes, indeed. And maybe someday I'll have an all Ciro Marchetti decks to read from.
I have a little tickle in my throat.
And last but not least is my Lenormand. And this is the fish card in the Yuletide Lenormand.
Which is called
cute.
the goldfish.
Yeah. So we are ready to go today. We are up. Hey, Teresa.
And Teresa's just dropped in to say hi.
Oh, okay.
So do take care of hubby and be blessed yourself. Thank you for dropping
Teresa, it's at the end of that stream, so you could go
in. Yeah,
right
it's
to the
about
end.
the last 10 or 12 minutes of yesterday's stream. So whenever you get a chance, just check it out. It was kind of fun. Hope you
Yeah.
like it.
Or hey, watch the stream where you left off. Either way, it was fun. All the stories that we came
You're
up
welcome.
with. Oh, heck no, Patton. I stayed away from the stores completely. I didn't even shop online, to be honest with you.
Nope.
I do need to get a gift for someone, though, soon, so I have to do something. I may go to a small store in our area and just be as in and out as I can.
You're not too late. We just started.
Hey, Divine You. We'll get you on the list.
We have Teresa, too.
Teresa said
Trisha.
she's got to go.
No, Trisha.
Oh, Trisha. Hey, Trisha, you're not too late. Welcome to the show. And for old and new who are here, please like our page. If you haven't subscribed,
Yes,
please
thank you,
subscribe.
Patton.
We
Please-
really appreciate it.
Please love our page. Give it a nice back rub.
All right, so I guess I'm going to go over the list as I have it. And did I put Divine You down? No. Got it. Okay, so
Happy
you can
Thanksgiving.
also be my backup and let me know if I've missed anybody. I have Bonita first, Merwin, Angel Mary, Acel, Peaceful Soul, Josephine, Angel Rivera, Libra Cusp, January Girl, Trisha, and Divine You.
Looks like a wrap.
Okay, I think we're ready to go.
Okay, so that means Benita is first.
All right, Bonita, you can go ahead with your question. And it's interesting, Angel. I didn't do any, but I found something online for myself. So I might be shopping for that soon. Imagine that.
No, I wasn't inspired to do any kind of shopping.
No, we usually do it soon after, like in the next week or two, we wrap up Christmas. Sometimes we have smaller and smaller amounts of people we've been buying for over the years.
We only mostly buy some things for ourselves or each other.
Well, and our son and his family, and a few, a couple of friends.
Yeah, but it's now getting to the point where a lot of these folks, it's better for us to give them a gift card sometimes or cash, you know. It's good to get it all done early, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Benita, are you with us? Because it is your turn.
Hey, Benita. We'll wait on your question.
I'm going to type her in.
Sure. And I'm going to shuffle up these cards. Good. Actually, I'll give them to you in a minute. Let's see.
Let's
if
wait
we get the
and see.
question.
What we get?
So we had a lot of fun with that, and more will be coming. Retirement's getting closer. I'm within the last month now, the final countdown. So, phew.
Who knew? But see, that's what happens.
Still seems very unreal.
It's sort of just all of a sudden just moves really quick. When it finally started moving for me, it was just never going to stop.
Yeah.
And I'm still dealing with most of my various paperworks and ramifications, so it's more under control now. But every once in a while, a couple things show up.
A mattress. Wow. Hey, that's awesome.
Oh, wow.
That's something I really
25%
need.
off, yeah.
Maybe when I get my vacation payout, maybe I will consider that.
Ah, yeah. Number of things we could probably use around here.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I mean, it's kind of bittersweet. It's not exactly planned retirement, but hey, at least I'm able to retire, which is more than some people can do.
Sadly. So it looks like Benita is not here. She may come back.
Okay, yeah, we're going to have to go past Benita,
Kayla.
I'm afraid.
If she does, we have moved her down to the bottom, and we'll see what happens.
All right, so we're moving on.
So that
hey,
means
Merwin, that is your question
next.
then, and I saw you had a question here. Hopefully you did not remove it. There it is. How can you get any kind of cooperation? What the heck is going on? It must be a job they just don't want to tackle, huh? All right.
Well, we are the
shuffle
original
now.
wireless, if you think about it. Yeah, that's got to be rough. I still know people that live in close enough but yet far enough away to where they still don't really have a decent line for wireless, which is kind of amazing.
Well, your mom lives in one of those, isn't she?
No, I think my sister just turned off her internet.
Okay.
She didn't want to buy her more expensive modem or something like that to keep up with all that. All right.
Let's see what we have here. It's the Four of Pentacles reversed.
Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles, and that's reversed.
It's the Queen of Swords upright. And it's the Tower reversed.
It almost feels like there's a haughtiness in the fact that they don't have to do what they don't want to. This Four of Coins reversed, like Like, we can spend money or we don't have to.
You know what's funny about that too, Merwin? That tower reverse there. If we're talking about the big cable people, it's almost as if they have such a monopoly that they don't really feel like they have to change their methods, that they have to accommodate you. You're just going to have to deal with them when they're ready to deal with you. And so I look at that Queen of Swords there, and I see you. I see you as, finally saying to them, look put up or shut up. This needs to be done, and demand, your rights here. Be a little bit of the stern, but, authoritative Queen of Swords. Sometimes you have to be that way to break through this log jam here.
Well, the Four of Coins reverse could also be saying that this is just going to involve a lot more infrastructure resources to be brought into it. So it could be saying, like, rather than them trying to save money, they would have to spend money or utilize resources, and maybe that's what the judgment on their mind is about, is whether they want to do that or whether they want to take the risk of people just saying, I'm through with you as an institution, you're worthless. And maybe they don't care. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's funny because that Four of Pentacles reversed, to me, seems like they're taking a very cavalier attitude, about this job and your money. I mean, your money's as good as anybody else's, and this is a bigger job, so I'm assuming, you have to pay something for that, and it's just really unfortunate. But I feel like they're taking it kind of for granted. That's what it looks like. Let me throw the Lenormand and see if there's any movement on this. But I think that movement's going to have to come from you. You may have to talk to some bigger heads over there. You're just going to have to maybe try to move some mountains. Now, if I get the mountain card after saying that.
Oh, my goodness. I keep thinking of the old Lily Tomlin act, we are the phone company, we are impervious. Is that what she says?
Oh, come on.
No, you didn't do it.
Come on.
You didn't do it. And I have to live with her, and she's scary and spooky.
I threw the...
So she pulled the mountain.
I pulled the mountains, the first card. The first card. And then we've got the book. And so I think to me you're going to have to really go in deep here, dive in deep and talk to whoever you need to talk to break this logjam. The mountains, again, show that there are obstacles, there's been delays.
But is the lighter side facing the book?
Well, that's where the clouds
go. Oh, wait, that's the clouds. I'm sorry. Sorry.
That's okay.
Novice.
Obstacles are obstacles, and they're meant to be surmounted, and it depends on this other card. I think you're going to just have to go in deep and get answers on this. Get answers as to why.
Yeah, that sounds
and demand it. Demand it, because it's time to get to the bottom of this and what the problem is.
Boy, I know we both wish you a lot of luck, because that sounds really extreme position to be put in there.
But anyway, talk about freaky. Yeah, I remember you saying that to me. That's really unfortunate. I'm just wishing the best for you, but I don't know. Now they're, push is coming to shove here. So maybe that's the way it's got to be. You got to light a fire under their butts now and demand this. And, maybe you ought to say, I don't know what you can do in a case like this where, your livelihood is affected by their inaction. I just think that there should be some ramifications for that, you would think.
So another way of looking at it, though, of course, is that you have to try to emulate the Queen of Swords yourself, too, whether that was really relating to the external of this judgment against you or this process holding its line against you. You have to try to be that person, too, and force your way in here.
He should have been doing this job while the weather has not been that bad either, really. That kind of work. So I don't know where their priorities are, but that is a shame, and we wish you the best with that.
Yeah, good luck.
And I can't believe I drew that mountain card.
I can.
Okay, so I'm going to go through the list again, and let's go through it. It's Angel Mary is up now, and then Acel, Peaceful Soul, Josephine, Angel Rivera, Libra Cusp, January Girl, Trisha, Divine You, Kayla, and Benita.
All right. So it'll be my deck this time.
Okay, what changes are coming for Angel Mary?
Okay, changes are coming. I'm going to go ahead and use my Nefertari Golden Tarot.
Go right to the top, Merwin. Well, as top as they'll let you get. I don't know what they pay those guys at the top for. I'm always trying to figure that out myself.
Yeah, if you have like a power object in your pocket or something you can hold on to, a stone or
carnelian's
crystal.
good too for clarity and, empowering yourself and your words and giving you the courage to say what needs to be said.
What changes are coming? Angel Mary.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
Wow. Literally a moon cycle. Let's hope it stops soon.
Yeah, we got full moon tomorrow.
Lunar eclipse too, right?
And an eclipse, that's right. I think the moon is in Gemini, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, somebody online mentioned that the moon is actually happening tonight. That the calendars are wrong. I don't know if that is right or not,
Really?
but keep that in mind.
Angel Mary, what changes are coming for you, your way? Okay, you have the King of Chalices or the King of Cups. He's upright, lovely card.
Nice.
Then you have the Ace of Swords. Now that's reversed. And then we have the Nine of Cups or Chalices. That's reversed too. So it seems like there's a mix here.
Hey, Hazim. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Hazim.
If you want a reading, I'll put you on the list. It's kind of a long list at the moment, but we'll see how it goes.
We can get to you,
Sometimes
though.
people drop off, and we might get to you a little sooner. Welcome. And if you want to just watch, that's fine as well. All right.
So with the King of Cups, it seems to indicate that there's something that maybe a kind person wants to advise you with, or maybe that's yourself. You're trying to be the better person, be helpful to others, be counseling to others. It may be that maybe there's a situation where somebody has had loss or somebody is not feeling as happy. Maybe somebody's wishes have gone against them or that their material contentment has gone away. Maybe you're trying to be helpful there, or maybe if that's you, you're trying to have the better attitude to look at it. Because this idea of the Nine of Cups reverse being maybe unhappy is also tied into the idea of the Ace of Swords. So it could very well indicate that a specific project you're working on is maybe floundering, it's delayed, it doesn't have some energy it needs. Ace of Swords is energy. This may cause unhappiness. You need to try to either find the gentle support you can within yourself or from someone else. I'm sorry, did I take too long for you?
Sometimes we read card by card, and then sometimes we just go off and do the whole thing, and the other waits. It's just the way it is. No, you're fine. I just wanted to let Libra know you have been added to the
Yes,
list,
you did, Libra.
and you are welcome, Merwin. And Hazim, I've added you to the list if you want to be there, but it's at the bottom. I'll go over the list in a minute. And now for you, Angel Mary, I'm looking at this and I definitely see a correlation between the Ace of Swords reversed and the Nine of Cups reversed. I feel like you have to really master your emotions. What's coming towards you is something that's going to call upon you to master your emotions and to try to keep an even keel through a period where you feel that things are just not going the way you planned. There's like desires and hopes that you were hoping to achieve maybe in the next month, and it's just not turning out. There are delays. There are also maybe some decisions that have gone against you, or it's possible that you made some decisions that actually were not correct and maybe blocked you from achieving your goals. Whatever the case may be, this is a situation where balancing your emotions and not acting out could save the day ultimately. You know, I don't expect anything to come of this positively in the next month, but I will say that the better that you handle the situation emotionally, the quicker you will get through it and either be able to move on or see where you need to go from here in order to set this right again.
Now, the only other thing I think that maybe comes to me as an intuition is that this is, like Banshee says, perhaps more going to happen in the next 30 days or so. And then two, that I sort of feel that there maybe is the possibility of an upset with either relatives, in-laws, children, parents, something like that. So I'm sort of seeing somebody like that maybe feeling really unhappy. Maybe they feel neglected. Maybe they feel you've, disappointed them, or maybe it's the reverse. Maybe you're feeling that from somebody. So I think that from a practical point of view is something that is maybe happening in this month too. And that it relates to the overall idea of what we said about things just not going as planned and some emotional friction from that. Mostly it's about you keeping your cool, I think, and just seeing that you're getting over to the other side of that.
The other thing is that could be a sign to...
Hi, Jerry.
Oh, hey, Jerry. Welcome to the show, and I can add you on the list if you want a reading, or you're welcome to just watch. I will throw you on the list anyway, and, if you don't want a reading, that's fine. Okay, I'll go over the list in a minute. We're finishing up a reading right now. So I was going to say something about the King of Cups there, that also basically, this might also be a call to you to really take more control, and maybe make, better decisions in regards to how to achieve what you desire and want. It's, the king is the ruler over the cups and these goals and dreams and desires, and so it's up to you to take control of that. That could be a call for that as well. Let's see what the Lenormand has to add. Okay, I wanted to see that, because see what happens when you put this card first and this card second. You want to see? What do you see? Well, light clouds are facing what?
The star.
Exactly. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll let you go first.
And hi, Sonali.
Hey, Sonali.
Okay, sure. So this is saying that perhaps some of this is really, in my opinion, maybe some more simpler stuff that you are working through it, that the clouds are really not going to be very dark for you, and that basically hope is moving you through that basically the sense of hope or inspiration, the things that you do find are comforting, despite this perhaps, are moving you through those clouds.
Okay.
Is that okay, Banshee?
I'll accept that. I think what I want to say about the two cards is that, keeping a positive attitude and maintaining that emotional balance and harmony, as indicated by the King of Cups, I think will be crucial to dispelling some of the negativity here and allowing you to move forward confidently and with optimism. So I feel like there is hope beyond, this, that don't abandon your plans or dreams or goals just because they didn't manifest the way you thought they should or when you thought they should. Just take time and realize that, it just wasn't the right time right now, and that the future looks a lot brighter. Definitely with the light clouds facing the stars, I think things are going to get better once you make it through this period. And that's what we have for you, Angel Mary. So good luck with that. And hey, Acel, you are up. It is your turn. And after Acel is Peaceful Soul, Josephine, Angel Rivera, Libra Cusp, January Girl, Trisha, Divine You, Kayla, Bonita, Hazim, Jerry, and Sonali. All right. Oh, you're very welcome, Angel Mary. Good luck.
Hopefully. Mm-hmm.
Was that your cards we read with? Yes, it was your shiny, sparkly one. So, grab this one. Okay, Asel, I hope you're with us and you are typing your question right now. We got a big list today, so we will have to move on.
Earlier today, Banshee played the Material Matters. We were live in the chat room and a couple people showed up. That's the weekly outlook with your tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. So you can view that and any number of other good content we have on our channel. So go ahead and do that, please. And do like us, do share, do comment, subscribe, etc.
Okay, Asel, last call.
Last call for
Last
Asel.
call.
We will put you at the bottom of the list and maybe get to you later if we can. And that's our general rule here. If you're not here when we call for you and we give you a few minutes, we may have to move on and then just shuffle you down to the bottom. Usually it all works out. So.
All right. I think I'm going to move on.
Alrighty.
Okay, so Peaceful Soul, you are up next.
Peaceful Soul. So you are new here, I believe, or at least under that name.
So welcome, and you are up. And so go ahead and type your question.
We can give you a general, or if you have a question, we can try to answer that. When people ask relationship sort of questions, I usually will use the Tarot of the Mermaids if possible, because it just has a real sensual feel about it. Almost every character is a mermaid, even the so-called male characters, so it's kind of interesting. But they just seem to be more emotional. You know, that card feels very light and loving.
Peaceful Soul, calling Peaceful Soul.
And we're going to give them just another moment, but I'm going to type in their name. But that means somebody else may be called in.
Yeah, so if Peaceful Soul does not show up, we will move on.
Thanksgiving night was kind of an interesting night for us here. We were here, our usual time. And it was slow, but then it kind of got a little busy.
It was a pretty average night. It was pretty good, yeah, overall. I was surprised for Thanksgiving.
It was pleasant.
It was.
And we were sipping some Fireball.
Not on the show, we were not.
It was earlier, but you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it for me. I was dopey as anything. So I guess Peaceful Soul's not with us either. So who's next?
Okay, we're moving on. So this is how it goes. We can move through the list. Josephine, you are up. And I'll go through the list again. After Josephine is Angel Rivera, then Libra Cusp, and then January Girl. Trisha, Divine You, Kayla, Bonita if she's come back, Hazim, Jerry, Sonali, Asel, and Peaceful Soul.
And we're only a half an hour in, so hopefully people will get their reading.
So now we'll wait on Josephine.
This could be an interesting afternoon.
The other thing I would say to new people that are here, that when we call your name, we know it takes a while to type your question. Just let us know first that you're here. Because if you let us know that you're here, we'll wait for you to type your question.
Yeah. But we try to wait several minutes once we've called your name. We'll put your name into the chat room.
Wow. Well, that's crazy, Divine You.
Interesting, yeah.
We need to get an electrician out here for other reasons, but
yeah, we want probably a total
our whole basement
go-over.
lighting is a mess, and we got to get it fixed. We got to get it looked at. Plus, I'm worried about a couple things upstairs I need them to take a look at.
I guess we were too
All right,
long.
I'll go over the list again, Angel, because, yeah, we've had a few people drop out. So right now, we're looking for Josephine, and then Angel Rivera, you are up. After that, Libra Cusp, January Girl, Trisha, Divine You, Kayla, Bonita, Hazim, Jerry, Sonali, Asel, and Peaceful Soul. As you notice, a lot of people I put at the bottom because they disappeared.
Leo.
Josephine is not answering either. Do you want to type that in?
I will, but I believe they've gone too.
They may be gone too. Yeah, the list is moving fast.
I
all
believe
of
it's
a
actually
sudden.
been 3.
Yeah, I think it's been 3.
But
or-
who's
yeah.
counting?
Well, maybe since you left anyway, Angel. I don't know, but well,
And Sunman has returned to the set.
yes, here comes Sonny.
He probably
I
knew
he
we were
would-
talking about him.
He just heard us talking, and he knows it's showtime. All right, I guess
Go
we're
ahead,
going to
Angel.
move on. And we're going to move on to you, Angel Rivera. You are up. And then Libra Cusp, January Girl, Trisha, Divine You, Kayla, Bonita, Hazim, Jerry, Sonali, Asel, Peaceful Soul, and Josephine. Yay, Kitty. Yeah, he's been getting a lot of publicity lately. I had him on Twitter. He was snoozing so cute and peacefully on the blanket yesterday. Gina! Hey, the list is long, but people have been disappearing and dropping out, so you know,
Yes, it's
we
sort
might
of
get
like
to you pretty quickly.
some sort of rapture has happened on our list. People are just floating away.
Oh dear. All right, so the Sun Man is awaketh,
The kitty's
actually,
name
now.
is Sunny. We often call him Sunman or Mr. Sunman.
A look at the coming week. Any messages from the divine? Okay, I'll use this one. I've got it out. I've had it out for 3 people who have disappeared.
He's kind of like our main mascot. If you were here right at the beginning, uncharacteristically, one of the other cats, the black one, Shadow, was here. But that was only for a few moments, and then she crept off. Usually she's the rarest one on our set. He's the one who's almost always here. He just seems to like the camera.
And he's messed. There you go. That's better.
Hi, Estelle. We called
You
you.
missed your turn, Asel.
We actually called several people, and nobody was here, so we kept moving
Yeah,
on.
so we kept moving everybody down. So you're not at the bottom, but you're down there now. I'm sorry. Because we have quite a big list, so we had to keep on moving.
So this was for Angel Rivera.
Yep.
I'll look at the week ahead.
Look at him. He's trying to knock into the cards one way or another.
I know this
I
is going
swear
to be
he is.
interesting.
All right, let's see what we have. Oh. Wow, Angel Rivera, you have all major. Talk about a message from the divine. You have all majors here. You've got the moon upright. You have the chariot upright. And you have the strength card upright.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah. Come here, Sonny. Come here. Come on. Don't.
Thank you, Sunman.
I thought I could get him to come here without him destroying the entire set. Yeah, I would say so, but I think this is clearly in a good way. You know, there is something
I'm going to let you go for a minute because I want to get rid of some of the glare from the sun here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got a little sun. Boy, is it sunny here today.
Sunny.
Absolute beautiful day before the storm arrives. So, Angel, I think there is movement. There is definitely, the Chariot is all about movement. And, how you choose to do that, is going to be crucial, I think. Do you apply force? Do you apply pressure? Do you do things gently? And I really think the call in this case is to take a more gentle approach to your moving forward. If you're going to, how should I say this? If you're going to make, for example, if you're going to, don't go back there. Stay here. If you're going to make some moves, make some suggestions to people, make them in a way that is more gentle and not pushy. Don't push your weight around. In other words, to move forward and to progress on your goals. Do it with a more calm, gentle, and nurturing approach. And I think things are going to go very well for you. I feel that there is some message that might be coming to you from the divine. You might get some subtle, some intuitive flashes, some messages coming your way that could be important in regards to whatever this move is about. And this move seems to be some type of major move that either you need to make or that you've been thinking about. And I do think that you are, with the Strength card being there, you're in a really good position to make that happen.
It is about positioning. I think this is, like Banshee said, there is maybe something coming to you. The moon is about dreams and psychicness. So I'm thinking something's coming to you, Angel, probably in a dream, a very lucid one perhaps, because it's really talking about your drive, your motivation, I think, and that finally like giving you maybe more of a go-ahead. Like maybe it's not that you didn't know what you wanted to do, but you're just waiting for the right timing. And putting all the forces together, the forces of really containing what you don't want. It's one thing to go for what you want, but it's another thing to make sure you can avoid the unintended consequences. And I sort of get the sense of that here with the moon and stuff like that. And so I'm thinking the divine message that could be coming to you this week is that this will be a better opportunity because there'll be less chance of things screwing up.
Very good.
It must be that lunar eclipse energy. I don't know.
Hey, I don't know, but I'll tell you what, some insight I feel, through dreams or whatever, it may be something, excuse me, with the moon, it may be something that's not like you're going to get this message, bam, and you're going to know exactly what it is. It's kind of like sometimes you have to leave some things open to interpret. It's a message comes to you, and it's up to you how you interpret that message and how you use the information that is coming to you. So it may be something that comes in an omen or, like he said, a dream symbology that you're going to have to kind of use your intuition to figure out what it is it's telling you to do. But I'd say there's some major thing happening here for you.
I think the Chariot is really what kind of spells it out for me, because the Chariot seems to be like this vehicle, the vehicle that is moving towards you, bringing things, and it's bringing the energy of the moon and the strength, the idea of the psychicness, and then the application of your truest strength. So now we have the Child.
Gee, I don't like seeing that. Who wants to whip the child? I mean, geesh. But
speak for yourself. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. No whipping of children occurred on this show.
I think what it might be indicating is that something's going to happen pretty quickly. Whatever this is going to make itself known rather quickly and suddenly. And but it also, I don't think it's going to be anything too major. I mean, here we have Major Arcana cards saying big deal, big move. And here we have the opposite. The Child kind of says, well, okay, you don't have to jump all in on this. Take it kind of slow and take it one step at a time. You have big plans to move forward. Something is propelling you and compelling you to do so. But take it one step at a time. Don't get too, head over heels into it.
See, the intuition was telling me that it's not so much that this is like something new that you've never thought of before. It's that now you realize you can avoid most of the bad effects or unintended consequences. It's like a green light is going off so the chariot can take off. And so I sort of think that the child reimburses that, like I said, this isn't necessarily something that is a revelation. This is something that's been going on, but you've just been waiting for the right timing so that you could, and now it's here. It's like the moment is at hand, so you could actually just, after letting something just kind of hang around there without putting a lot of energy there, the moment may now be there.
It's really cool about seeing, hold those there a minute, really cool about seeing those cards is the whip. The whip actually goes very well with the chariot. So in other words, I see the sudden move forward, and the child, in my mind, goes along with strength. So in other words, to take a gentle, more childlike approach to things, as opposed to anything harsh or harder. I like it. I mean, I think this is a very interesting reading, Angel. So good luck with your week ahead.
And yes, most of us do have to put on one leg at a time.
Yeah, that is true.
I keep thinking of that one weird cartoon that I saw years ago, though, where somebody proved that they didn't. Never mind. Okay, we're moving on. Hey, Libra Cusp, guess what? You are up because the list has moved. And then we have January Girl, Trisha, Divine You, Kayla, Bonita, if she's come back, Hazim, Jerry, Sonali, Asel, if they've come back, Peaceful Soul, if they've come back, Josephine, if they've come back, and Gina. So you see what's happened, Gina? You're welcome, Angel.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yes, that was.
That was the Grimalkin Cat deck.
And
you're liking it the more you see it, because it really is a nice deck.
It's a beautiful deck. But MJ Cloning has beautiful decks. There's just something about her style and the way she combines the colors. I mean, she gets a really lot of colors in. It's not just like a palette that has hues. It's, I don't know what the word is to describe it, really. She's very good. Really like her deck and her artwork a lot. And of course, now that you mention it, of course, the Grimalkin deck is a tarot deck that we will be figuring out how to do a giveaway. We're going to be giving away a few items in the next
Well, yeah, it's going to be a giveaway. We're just figuring out the best way to do our giveaway. How we're going to do it, we'll see. We may do another one on our stream and just pull a rabbit out of the hat or a random number.
Yeah.
For some of our giveaways, we have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 giveaways.
Wow. I didn't even know we had that many.
We do.
Of course, it'd be nice if we could get a really large amount of folks to be here for that and to like us and maybe subscribe if they haven't. So we're thinking about things like that. We're thinking of a way
also to encourage YouTube subscriptions for at least one of our giveaways. So we'll see.
And Libra Cusp, we are waiting.
Libra C, come on, it's your turn. Let us know you're here, or I'll have to move you. I know they had to move, they had to do something and were called away once. Yeah,
it's a nice deck. It really is pretty.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it would make a great gift. And it did. Mr. O got that one for me.
Yeah, I got, that was the second printing. The first printing had actually gone out, and I'm not even sure if she's going to have to go to another printing or not. It looked to me like there were various little delays with the whole thing, but finally it just came through all of a sudden.
Hey, Divine You, you're not up yet. There's a couple people in front of you after Libra Cusp. Last call for Libra Cusp. Josephine, you did miss your turn. I had to put you down at the bottom. I'm sorry. But you're not alone there. There's at least 4 people who disappeared on us.
So we're just kind of reshuffling around. So your name will come back up again.
But we've got a big day here, so we got to keep moving. Oh, okay. You know what? Keep that question up there, Divine You, because we'll look back for it.
Yeah. Okay,
so
I think
we're
we're going to
moving
move
on
on
from
from
Libra cusp
Libra.
now because they have not
And
answered.
then in about 2 minutes, they'll show up.
I know. So we're moving on to January girl.
January girl.
It's your turn. And then
It is your
Trisha,
turn.
Divine You, Kayla, Bonita, Hazim, Jerry, Sonali, Asel, Peaceful Soul, Josephine, Gina, and Libra cusp.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Josephine. I'm sorry, people, but when it's a big day, we got to keep moving, got to keep rolling. And we do give time for people to answer, so may help on a reimbursement legal issue. He's considering it. If he does it, will it work out?
Is it my turn for a deck again?
Yeah, you could go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Part 2 for me and my family and also for my friend involved. What should we do with this one? I don't know if we should ask a yes, no, or do 3 cards. What do you want to do?
Well, the first one is clearly maybe would be okay with a yes or no.
Well, let's do will it work out, because then the other part may need some card
Yes,
throws.
okay.
Yeah. So let's do that. Yes, no. Okay. Mister. Oh, don't bend your own cards. Uh-oh. So anyway, again, please like, subscribe, all of the good stuff to our page. We appreciate you doing that. And you'll be notified if you subscribe when we go live again. Because the earlier you get in the stream, the quicker you can get a reading. And let me cut. Okay. Want me to do that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it's leaning towards no. It's not a definite no, but there are definitely some not so great cards here.
You have Judgment reversed. You have
And
the
the
Nine
Nine
of
of Cups.
Coins reversed.
So it might, I almost wonder if this is saying it may not be in your best interests to have this happen. So I don't know if this means that this, that you may not be able to achieve, it may not help you achieve your goal at any rate. And I feel that, maybe there could be some ramifications here, which is why I may want to draw some more cards.
Yeah, I sort of feel the same thing. Banshee's feeling that it's probably not likely to work out, and like she says, even if it did, it may not exactly be to your benefit. That's the Nine of Coins reversed. And then the other thing is that with Judgment reversed, it may be that something, you mentioned it's a legal issue. It may be that there are factors that will turn up that might have other ramifications or other possible consequences. So maybe it would be better if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, I want to look at something here because, what I'm thinking is I don't want this to affect your friendship,
That too, right.
I don't know why I'm seeing that. So let's see. Will it impact your friendship with him? I think it could. I mean, it sounds like, with the 2 cards we had, nobody will be happy. But let's throw a few more cards on this situation and just see what we get. Shuffle it a little bit. You go ahead. You might be better using maybe somebody, who is not close to you in this matter. Somebody who could be more objective, and maybe somebody, that, you don't have ties to, that could be strained if things don't work out. That's one thing I think I might consider here.
There's a sense that I don't say this is happening, but that a wrong conclusion or a wrong understanding could evolve from this situation, that somebody might misinterpret
Is that
facts.
the judgment?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We have the King of Coins.
Knight.
I'm sorry, the Knight, the Emperor, and the Hermit. This is definitely the coming or going of a matter connected with money. And I really...
That's the Knight of Coins.
With the Emperor and the Hermit here, I really think you need to seek out somebody potentially with more knowledge and who has not a stake in the matter, but maybe has more
authority, standing.
Yeah.
It looks to me like that somebody maybe who has a lot more experience with this kind of matter is probably what it is. And of course, the idea with the Knight of Coins is that this would probably end up costing. You might have to pay for this expertise.
Well, it is upright. So I do think, well, the way I read it, but I think you're right. That is true. But the way I'm reading it is that this is obviously connected to a financial matter. You said it's kind of a financial matter, right? So it's legal, reimbursement, legal.
So yes, the idea though is that probably it would work out financially in a way.
For you to seek out more expert advice.
Yeah, so that's probably what it is. And then, they always say never borrow money from a friend. Sometimes that maybe never borrow what people offer that maybe they can't really supply, even if their best intention. Poinsettia is the lilies?
Yes.
I knew it wasn't the flowers because of what happened the other day.
Right.
And then we have the mountain. So,
in order to overcome your obstacles, I feel you need somebody who is very capable and qualified at this. I mean, the lilies means a lot of different things to me.
It could talk about maturity, but it could also just talk about seasonedness. Somebody who's more seasoned with a process, for example.
So I feel, too, that, to overcome these obstacles, you want somebody who is not, who knows what they're doing, basically, not somebody new at this, or maybe they have some background, but it's not their thing, or maybe somebody who is has more emotional stake in this than actual, material stake in this, I guess, is what I'm saying. I don't know.
Right.
So in other words, if you hired expert advice, it might be better.
Although the first one indicated not likely, that was under the idea that maybe you were going with the friend who wanted to help. This reading sort of provides the idea that you're better likely to be successful if you use somebody else's assistance.
Yep, that's what the cards are telling us, January girls, so good luck with that.
Good luck. Thank you for asking.
And hey, Trisha, you are up. Welcome to the show. You are up, and then Divine You, Kayla, Bonita, Hazim, Jerry, Sonali, Asel, Peaceful Soul, Josephine, Gina, and Libra Cuss.
And we are just at the halfway point of our show, so we have a whole nother hour to get to all your questions.
Well, he may have an emotional stake, January girl, but the thing is, too, that, that might be the problem. Maybe you need somebody with more of an objective,
right, and
approach.
the second reading with the Knight of Coins and the Emperor and the Hermit all sort of provided a little bit more of a separation from that personal experience, i.e. an objectivity that was born more of experience and routine of handling those things. So it just seems to be a better thing to go with, maybe. So, hopefully you can, explain that or break that down or sort of put them in a complementary, supportive position to the process so that they don't feel they're disincluded totally, because they do have a stake in it.
We've got Trisha's question.
Already. Hi, Trisha.
And I am going to go back to this one, I think. All right, just a general just a regular reading on this 3
Sure.
cards, but
You're welcome.
see if message from Nancy, but if not, I'm wondering what I should do to move forward and advance my career more. So I guess this is either or, whatever comes up. The message from Nancy is not connected to your career move, right? It's an either or thing. Whether we see something here from Nancy or we see something related to your career. I think I'm right about that.
Right. I think so too.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Let's see what comes up. Wow, I think I'm going to do one more.
I squish you.
You are just too eager to grab them from me, Mr. O.
Always.
All right. Okay, Trisha, we'll see what we get. Well, so they've downplayed the storm that's coming, and I have to go to work in it. I'm glad it's not going to be as heavy as they say. Of course, who knows? It could change. I never trust the weather people anymore.
All right.
Okay, so we have the Page of Cups reversed. We have the Four of Wands upright. And we have the Six of Cups upright. So I want to look at that question again. Message from you trying to come through. Forward, advance in career, money-wise.
Well, I get the feeling that the message you may hear may not be as pleasing to you. It may be...
No, she's wondering if she got a message from Nancy. Nancy was trying to come through. If Nancy had a message. Or just how to go forward in career.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at the Page of Cups, and I'm thinking that it's reversed. I think that, yeah, there doesn't seem like... So is Nancy somebody from your past, from your childhood, maybe? I don't know why I'm getting that here, but it seems like there was something maybe that was not able to come through. I have a feeling this is more related to how you are moving forward with your career and money. And I think what it's saying is that, you have to be more practical in your approach to things. You have to kind of bring some of your goals and dreams down to earth to the more practical levels. There might even be some clues from something you have done or some dreams or goals that you've had from your past. Some of the keys to this might be unlocked from your past. And it's also talking about making sure, sometimes we want to get to some real fantastic endpoint without building the proper foundation to get there. Taking the necessary steps, studying hard, or getting the training that you need, or maybe climbing up the ladder you need to. You can't just jump to the top. You have to build that foundation in order to get there.
I'm not feeling exactly the same thing with the cards.
Okay.
I'm sort of feeling a little bit of contrariness. I still feel that this tells me about a message that you're not caring for as much. The message maybe is saying that it's more about practicality than maybe wishing for it. The idea here, I think, is that there's a lot of comfort in where you've been in the past, really feeling a comfort, but you are looking at the idea that this will be also in the future for you too. You're just sort of feeling that there's something moving along that is sort of assured to you. I'm thinking this is a sense that you feel there's assuredness here, yet at the same time, the message that may be coming through is sort of providing a dissonance to that. And so some of this may be about you being more open to a practicality that you're not at the moment. That, and I'm not trying to say like you're too dreamy about this, but it's sort of like, it's hard for me to put this into words actually, but it's sort of like maybe you're sort of going for wish fulfillment in a way, and you're not exactly hearing what else is going on with that.
So you've been at this...
I'm a mess, right?
No.
Okay.
So you've been at this job for 7 years, and you're wondering how to move ahead money-wise. So I don't know if, I think what you have to do is determine if there is a foundation to build upon at this job. I mean, is there mobility? Is there upward mobility? And what do you need to do to attain that? Do you need more skills? Do you need to study more? Do you really need to think about it more practically than, any kind of wishful thinking? The Page of Cups kind of is somebody who can let their imagination run away with them sometimes. That's the way I look at that card. It can be, like he said, it can be a message as well, and if it's reversed, it's not a very happy emotional message. So, but what I feel here, because, and also it's about dreams a little bit and dreaminess. So when you mentioned about somebody trying to come through to you last night, I kind of feel I could feel that was a broken connection there. That's why I said what I said. And I feel like this person might have been somebody from your past. I don't know, if that's true, or they might be wanting to tell you to look at your past for some reason, to look at your past for answers that you seek. And this may even be as far as this job goes.
Let him come over here.
All right, if you want him to, but he's going to knock everything down.
Come there.
Good luck with that. So, Tricia, I feel that, really you're going to have to decide if this job is a place that you can build from, or if it's time to move somewhere else. I think this is really what the crux of it is. And let's see what the Lenormand can add to this one way or another here.
Sometimes I get the feeling like that Page of Cups could be saying, like, you could trust your dreams, but maybe you shouldn't. I mean, it's sort of like you really have to listen to some of the dreamy stuff, because there may be a message in there, but it may be a message to do or to not do something. It's the kind of thing that only you can kind of understand, because it really will be your intuition. Now, Page of Cups is really about intuitive kind of things. Okay, we have 2 more cards, so don't go away. We have the Anchor, which is interesting considering what you just said. And then we also have the Polar Bear.
Well, I'm going to look at it this way, because when I saw those 2 cards together, I thought of 2 things. You need to find a place for yourself that you can settle into, where you feel you are being compensated for what, as you deserve. The Polar Bear is about resources, and it's about investing in yourself in a way. It's about self-empowerment. You need to also feel self-empowered wherever you end up. And if you're not getting it from where you are right now, you need to move on. The Anchor is kind of indicating you feel kind of stuck right now. And the Polar Bear is indicating, you have, you feel good enough about yourself that you should be able to move on if you feel the time is necessary to do so.
I'm just going to mostly agree with that. The Anchor really does play to the idea of what you just said, too, that you feel stuck there, but you want to move. This bear in some of the other Lenormand cards is clearly a mama bear, is clearly an empowered female bear. Some of the other Lenormands have images of the bear swimming strongly, and I'm thinking like to me, that's an image too, is that once you decide what you can do, you just have to be really resolute in that. And maybe that comes with really being in touch with your childhood nature, because sometimes children believe in a dream more so than adults can.
That's true.
And, maybe you need that power too.
The other thing is, if this is about Nancy at all, I would just say that Nancy would want you to know that because again, remember, the bear has some feminine energy attached to it, female empowerment. So I feel that Nancy would want you to know that she is anchored to you. There is some connection here.
Oh, that's nice.
So I want you to keep that in mind, that I feel there is some connection there. So I hope that helps. I hope we've given you some information there, Tricia. And do come back and join us again sometime.
Thanks, Tricia.
Hey, Divine You. I know you had a question out there, so we can go look that up. Divine You is up. And then Kayla, Bonita, Hazim, Jerry, Sonali, Asel, Peaceful Soul, Josephine, Gina, and Libra Cusp. You are welcome, Tricia. Good luck.
Okay, so I'm going to bring out my mermaids.
And what did Divine You want?
Let's see.
I'm going back.
Should I give up on this?
There it is.
Oh,
wait. Nope, that's not the one. Sorry, I'm too far. There it is. Still the decision has not come. Should I give up on this new job I had interviewed on? Let's do a yes-no on that.
All right. And I got my Tarot of the Mermaids here.
That is crazy, Divine You. I can't believe it. I really thought it was going to be coming by the end of this month, but it is already the end of this month.
Yeah. Here you go.
All right. You are just everywhere today, Sonny.
Isn't it terrible, this long wait? It's got to just be driving you crazy.
Oh, hey, sweet Angelic. We do have a list, so we're not going to be able to get to your question right away. We'll try to get to you today. We probably will, because I think some of our people have dropped out, but just be patient with us. Welcome to the show. Here.
And I can let you count them. Right? Or do you want me to?
Pardon me? Oh, I'll count them. Sure.
I hate this camera. It's always falling over. Sunman, what's up? What's up, baby? What's up?
Well, okay, it's leaning towards yes, that you should give up on this job, but that being said, it's leaning towards yes. It's not a definite yes. And what we have here, you'll have to let me know again, is this the page?
Yes.
I feel like news is coming to you. Page of Pentacles is upright. So I think that, I don't blame you for getting antsy, and maybe the cards are just picking that up. But I do feel that news is coming to you. But when I see that Page of Pentacles, I wonder if it's going to be everything you wanted it to be, if there's something lacking. It should be good news one way or the other, but it just seems funny to me because, on the one hand it's telling him to give up, but yet on the other hand it's telling him it's good news. What do you say?
Well, that is interesting because, of course, the answer is leading towards yes, but the Page of Pentacles to me strongly talks about perseverance.
That's true.
It talks about
Thank you.
sticking with a goal. It talks about going through to the end, but it usually has the feeling of more hopeful signs attached to that, more like the sense of, yes, I know I'm moving towards something that is meant to be. In this case, for you, from what we understand, it just doesn't really feel that way. It feels like, I don't really know, and you're asking us, and we only have part of that answer. So it is kind of a contradiction in a way.
You know what's funny about it, though, is I often find that when I'm about to give up on something completely, and I make a decision in my mind to move on, something will draw me back. All of a sudden the answer comes through. So maybe what the cautionary tale here is, Divine You, is that you need to just let it go. It's either going to work or it's not, but just let it go for now. And it's not like at the moment, it's not like you're unemployed, right? You're still working. I know it's not what you want it to be, but you're still working. So, the other option would be is, hey, why don't you just start looking for other opportunities and other jobs out there? And open your mind to that possibility. And so you feel that you're making and creating some options for yourself. And sometimes the universe responds to that.
In a broader view, the Page of Pentacles could be saying something like that too, to identify what it is that is pulling you. There's a sense of observation and fascination with the Page of Pentacles, that they are clearly persevering, but they are also drawn to something by what they see there, what they visualize, what they believe about it. So it sort of has both answers there in a way.
Yeah,
I know
really,
that's not that helpful.
I hate to give you this ambiguity. I feel that the holdup is not that they don't want you. There is something else going on here. It's just very strange. Let's see what the Lenormand adds.
My little son, man, you are so sweet. Candy cane, number 36, the cross. I remember from last time. And then the stork, which is something new. So sort of like both. Something ending, possibly. Something new.
Something old, something new.
Something new. Are you getting married? No.
That is not... What
No.
I think it's saying is that... something has to end for some change to take place. Something has to end. But what is that going to be? I get the feeling that, something is about to change for you. Whether you're going to decide you've had enough and you're going to move on to this other opportunity you mentioned, or that they are finally going to come through with this position and your waiting is over. But I do think something is about to end and change is about to occur.
Yeah, it's exactly what I feel about that too. I hope it's all good, of course. To me, I could be saying, just due to my own sense of how things go, is that sometimes you do have to sort of throw that hint out there that maybe, you're not going to wait, or maybe you have other options to pursue. But I'm not saying that you should force that. I'm just saying that the energy seems to lend itself to this idea that one door may close, but another door will open.
The other thing about this, Divine You, is that the candy cane cross can indicate, grief and sorrow with, that comes with endings, like somebody dying, etc. And so what I think, the stork card coming after it could also indicate to me is that, change has to occur so that your sorrows can come to an end. You may have to be the catalyst for that change. So, if you want your grief and sorrow to end, you may have to be the one to create a change to make that happen if it's not happening for you. So there's a couple different options here. I hate to tell you, I would say this is about as ambiguous as we've gotten with you in this job. So I don't know. I mean, I can't honestly tell you it's coming through or not, but I do know something is going to happen. One way or another, it's getting to the point now that something is going to happen. I'm sorry, Divine You, that's what we have for you this week. And I wish you the best. And I'm hoping still that we're going to get some good news from you about this. Hey, Kayla, you are up. And then Bonita, Hazim, Jerry, Sonali, Asel, Peaceful Soul, Josephine, Gina, Libra Cuspan, Sweet Angelic. And a lot of those people I just mentioned have disappeared.
So they may not come back.
We may go through the list a lot faster, people, so keep that in mind. Oh, your deceased mother. Okay. Grab a deck I haven't used yet, this one. Okay. I see he's behaving in the camera.
Yes. He just is too big. If he would do this and he was smaller, it'd be one thing.
I know.
But no.
These cats, every one of them are big. Now, a couple of them are overweight. 2 out of 3. One more than the others. All right. Wow. So a message from your mother. We have the Empress, speaking of mothers, upright.
So you have the Empress.
We have the World reversed. And we have the Two of Coins or Pentacles reversed.
May I?
Yeah.
Well, your mother loves you unconditionally, of course. And I think your mother understands that there's a lot of unbalanced situations around you. I don't think she necessarily feels you're unbalanced, but she just feels that life is pretty crazy right now. But she knows you will make it. She just feels like you have to try harder. That's a mom, eh? You know, so I just sort of feel like she's on your side, but she wants you to understand, you know, that you may not make the success you want, but it's going to please her nonetheless.
You know, mothers are very, you know, on some levels, sometimes mothers definitely can be overcritical. They can be pushy. They can be demanding. But, you know, this Empress is showing somebody who has a lot of nurturing qualities about them and care and concern for you. Whether they showed that to you in life or not, they feel it now. And I feel like they're sending that down to you during times of turbulence. And they want you to know that, you know, they're there to support you when times get a little bit rocky and shaky. And that you know, also they want to encourage you to persevere to achieving success. They realize that maybe not everywhere in your life you're where you want to be or that things have turned out the way you've wanted them. But they really admire you for your perseverance and your strength. And they stand by you. They stand by to help you with that.
Yep.
You see anything else?
No, I pretty much said what I thought. Mm-hmm. I think she's just a
pretty
strong,
cut and dry. Yeah.
Strong presence in your life. I don't know if you feel that way or not, but her qualities are really strong.
Yeah. I mean, we could have gotten a queen card, we could have gotten any other card, but to get the Empress when you're asking about your mother, hey.
I mean, I don't think I see the specific message of, like bet on, a certain horse to win and you'll win the lottery or something. But I do feel like she understands, how busy and how many burdens the world has for you. There's so many issues. I mean, and this is everybody, but from beyond, I think a spirit can kind of put it in a perspective that maybe is more helpful. What do you got?
Well, I don't know. I'm going to go on a crazy limb with this one. So we've got the clover, which is, of course, very good luck and synchronicity and timing. And I feel that, your mother really bolsters that with you. But here we have the gingerbread, which is 20, which is social gatherings and get-togethers and things like that. And I don't know why, but when I saw these two cards together, I really felt that your mother is only a part of a support group on the other side, Kayla, that you have there rooting for you. I just feel that seeing that social card there and in the type of reading we're doing, I just feel that there's a message here that it's not just your mother looking out for you. There's other family who have passed on who have your back, and they're all rooting for you. They're there for you. And they're there, at times, at times of transition. And also sometimes you can almost feel it, when things are going your way, that it's almost as if somebody up there has had your back. And you're right.
Well, here's the funny thing. When I first saw this card, the Empress, I thought it looked like a devotional painting of something maybe from the Hindu culture. And when Banshee was just saying, there's more folks there who are sort of viewing, the words came into my head, God Squad. And then I looked again at this and like, okay, I don't know if that's Shiva or who that is, but it's like there seems to be a strong sense of divinity around you. And I feel that way, that I feel that sometimes the spirit world can impart a little extra oomph or protection around. Whenever I really feel like I need somebody to feel safer, I always pray to the being in my heart to look out for them and send them a little extra protection. And I feel it works.
Hey, and that's the message we have for you, Kayla. I hope that helps.
Thanks, Kayla.
Hey, Benita, did you ever return? Are you here? So it's your turn if you did. And then Hazim, Jerry, Sonali, Asal, Peaceful Soul, Josephine, Gina, Libra Cusp, and Sweet Angelic. You're welcome, Kayla.
You're welcome.
We're just going to give Bonita a few minutes because I have a feeling they did not return. Why don't you type the name in? Yeah, and then Hazim, you are next. So if you want to just go ahead and type in your question, it's okay. If Benita pops in, we'll take her first and then we'll do you, or we'll just go right on with you.
Yes. So also reminding everybody once again that you can get the Material Matters segment. It just dropped this morning. Banshee tells people how to use the tarot keys to find success in business, education, and finance. Remember, too, that we will be on again next Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another 2 hours of live stream, fortune telling, and lively chat that we have here. And I don't think Benita's here.
Okay, Hazim, you are up. So
Hazim, are you still with us too?
Go ahead and type your question, and if you're not here, we will move on to Jerry. So, Hazim, this is your turn. I know we have 11 people in the room, so I'm hoping one of these people is here.
Or you're also in another room and you're not actually watching our room right at the moment. Oops. But remember to check out some of the other content we have. Banshee does a very occasional, or not so occasional, soul story where she describes various synergies, messages from spirit, omens.
Oh, it has been a while, hasn't it?
We're both hoping to do one soon. This would be my first one if I ever get around to it.
Yeah, I definitely have another one, and it's related to luck in a way, because luck can happen in a variety of ways. It doesn't have to just be luck in the lottery, you know, but that has been my lucky
Okay, so do you want to update?
Oh, Josephine came back.
And
okay,
Estelle, too.
Well, Estelle, we're not quite there yet, but we're getting closer. We have you on the list, and stay here because we're moving quicker. No, Sonali, you are probably coming up sooner than later.
And we've called for Hazim, but I don't believe
so I'm
Hazim
passing
is
Bonita.
here either.
And I am passing Hazim.
So that means Jerry.
Jerry, you are up. Are you here with us, Jerry? Answer yes or no, and then type in your question.
Also known as Zazozis.
After Jerry will be Sonali, Estelle, Peaceful Soul, Josephine, Gina, Libra Cuspin, Sweet Angelic. Sorry, Estelle, we're getting there. Hang in there, hang in there.
Accidents never happen in a perfect world. And I think that maybe Jerry's not with us anymore either.
Well,
just
type the
in their
name.
name.
I see Sonali's here. So Sonali, why don't you type your question? And if Jerry pops in, we'll do him first, and then we'll do you. But go ahead and type in your question. We'll just keep things moving along.
Yeah, just go ahead, Sonali, and put in your question. We don't think that Jerry's here, so we're going to move on to you, I believe. What a crazy day.
I know. Well, it's nice to see people show up. Sorry we can't read for everybody. You know, it's just the way it turns out, I guess. But divine message. Okay. So let me just take a look here. After Sonali will be Estelle, so don't go anywhere, Estelle. And then Peaceful Soul, Josephine, Gina, Libra Cuspin, Sweet Angelic. All right.
Okay, and I have my Nefertari.
Up there's Jerry. All right. We're going to do Jerry first, and then we're going to do Sonali, okay? And I know what your question is, Sonali, so we will get to you. Okay. Thanks, Jerry. We're glad you made it.
We're going to do it right now, I guess.
We'll do your turn right now.
And then we'll quickly move on to Sonali.
Yep. You just made it, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry. Don't worry, Sonali. It won't be long.
Yep.
It's how it happens here. Fast and loose.
Well, but still in the same order, so we're good.
Thank you.
We're all good. Can I just pick them up?
Yeah, sure. General overview and outlook.
Okay. All right. Well, you got to take a little bit of the good and the bad with this one. This isn't terrible at all because it's reversed, thankfully. It's the 9 of Swords, but it's reversed.
Hold on. It's reversed, 9 of Swords.
And you have a very happy 9 here, the 9 of Cups upright.
2 9s. 9 of Cups upright.
And then the 3 of Wands, reversed.
Okay. So, with the 9 of Wands reversed and the 9 of Cups...
Did I say Wands, isn't it Swords?
Swords, I'm sorry. That's
okay.
the Wands, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting dichotomy there. It's sort of like maybe you have some real ups and downs right now, that maybe there are times where you're really happy and feel like everything is kind of fulfilling, and then there are some times where you're possibly unhappy, or you're wondering maybe more so about other people in your life. It may not be about your own sorrows, but maybe there's somebody who is concerning you. Maybe there's more than one somebody who's concerning you. I also am possibly getting the feelings that it could be external. It could just be about your general future or fate. Like you sort of wonder how well things are going for you. You're wondering about the future, like many of us are. And maybe you see good things that can happen, but you also see some other things that are going to happen.
Well, Jerry, I think that, I'm looking at the 3 of Wands reversed here and the 9 of Swords, and I'm thinking you're kind of getting over some setbacks you may have had in some area of your life, some disappointments, some things that really, kind of threw you off your game. And, now you're healing. The 9 of Swords is reversed, and you're able to let all of that go. And in the process of letting that go, you are getting far closer to achieving, what you truly desire, and and the things that will really fulfill you. Sometimes we have to let go of the disappointments and the setbacks in order to really move, clear the way to achieving what's really important and what really makes our hearts sing in our lives. And that's kind of what I'm seeing happening here. You're letting something go and you're releasing it so that you are ready to get the joy that comes from attaining things that you truly desire and what's really truly the most important to you. And some of that seems to be more on an emotional level, I think, than maybe the material or financial level.
Well, maybe too, I also think that when you are able to just say it's time to move on from plans that aren't going to work out, that what those sorrows or regrets are about them really will evaporate, because something new opens up that clearly was meant for you all along, something that will really bring you better.
Yeah. So let's see what the Lenormand can add to this. I think it's very positive. I think there's some movement in a very positive direction here. Well, okay. We have the Child. The Child is going to the North Pole. And I think basically what that means is, Jerry, you're going to be taking, so now that you're able to let some things go and move on to something better, you're going to take, it's going to be slow progress. It's going to be slow but steady progress. One day at a time, one step at a time. You are finally choosing, you're choosing growth over stagnation. You're choosing growth over, you're choosing happiness over things that, maybe were weighing you down.
I still feel
that's
this
the
is
path,
true.
by
You're
the way.
right.
You know that.
I still feel that what I've originally indicated is that there's still this idea that you are still going through some alternating things here. But I think ultimately you are moving towards finding where you want to go and really feeling happy about it. And then I think that the Child, to me, goes with the 9 of Cups, the idea of getting your wish. That's what children want. They want their wish. And so I think you are looking towards finding what your wish is, because a part of that is really how you relate to others and what you can do for others, how you can care for others.
And that's what we have for you. I hope that helps. That's the message. That's the overview. So I'm glad you made it, Jerry. And so now we have Sonali's. Which was, what, a divine message. Got it. Okay, let's use...
So now we are on Sonali,
Yep.
and thank you for waiting, Sonali. Thank you so much.
I don't know if anything's going on with the chat, if anybody else is having problems, so we'll be mindful of that. It seems like everything's good on our end, right?
Yeah, you might have been having a little bit of a delay. We weren't having it here, but on occasion we've had that too. So, and we know that other people have that.
So after Sonali is a cell, Peaceful Soul, Josephine, Gina, Libra Cusp, and Sweet Angelic. And we will stop with the after Sweet Angelic. We're taking no more readings. We will get through our list.
Okay.
Even if we go into a little overtime.
Yeah, we're doing your reading now, Sonali, so thank you for waiting.
So it did hiccup. Okay. So maybe that's why we lost some people. I don't know.
The inner tubes had a hiccup.
There's always something with technology. But how can we live without it?
Divine message.
Yep. Okay. We've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. We've got the Seven of Wands reversed. And we've got the High Priestess reversed.
Oh.
I think the divine message to me is that, this might be a time right now where things are not, where you don't feel like you are in control of some of the things that are going on in your life, that maybe you're feeling overwhelmed by certain circumstances. Maybe luck hasn't been on your side.
You're welcome, Jerry.
Or there's been a little bit of a downturn. And I think what this is saying is that, with the High Priestess reversed here, the divine message is don't let this doubt your judgment or your intuition or what you feel what you're feeling inside. Your feelings are probably correct about what to do and where to go, but the timing is just not right now. Things are at a downturn. Things seem not in your control. Just know that that's going to pass. It will pass. The wheel will right itself again, and you'll be in a better position to proceed. But right now, I think it's saying is don't let this doubt yourself and your inner voice, because I feel that, you are more right than wrong. It's just that circumstances have a way of making us doubt ourselves.
And I think that a message coming to you is more or less indicating that you need downtime. You need to acknowledge that this is a time for you to not be as active, to maybe turn thoughts and other process inward more so, and that maybe if there were situations you were hoping to be more active with, this is not really that time. This is maybe a time to look towards regaining strength, that maybe there's a sense that there's health to take care of, more of the spiritual or emotional health. I don't think that there's physical health problems, but I think divine message is saying there's something inside yourself that needs to be paid attention to, and that you don't need to be quite as active in the outer world at this time.
Let's see what the Lenormand can add to that, Sonali.
And as far as the numbers go, I'm not the best one with numbers, but I do feel that there is meaning there when these doubles show up. What I usually do is just kind of reduce them to their basic number. So 555 is 15 when you add them together. 1 plus 5 is 6. And so likewise 2222 ends up being 8. And to me, 6 and 8 numbers are a little bit more... I'm not specific on this, but I think they're more or less beneficent numbers.
Absolutely.
8 may talk about... challenging yourself as well as rising to challenges that come to you. 6, I think, is talking maybe more about just a sense of destiny and fortune and good luck. Once again, those are kind of broad.
Well, 222 is a mystical number of some sort, or 2222. And 555, my gosh, I see it all the time. I feel that that's kind of a period of some transition or change. It can be disruptive. Change often is disruptive. But the thing is that it's necessary for growth. So, you kind of have to take the disruption to grow. It only spurs you on further on your journey. And I'm going to show this because this is very interesting. We've got the Whip card first. And didn't these two come up together before?
Did they come up in that order? I thought it was the child first and then the
right. And so this is what I'm going to say. The child is saying, don't rush things, take baby steps. So right now, I think what this is saying is, again, it kind of relates to maybe what you said too, and a little bit what I said, that this period right now, Sonali, is one for slowing down, taking things easy, taking things slow, and not doing anything with haste. Because if you do something with haste, it may disrupt the process, the flow of where things are going. This is just a period to kind of lay low and lay back for a while.
Yeah, I think this really just reinforces that. And it's not that they're not positive cards. It's really more like they're saying you need to have a more receptive view of the process and maybe just accept some things in without necessarily having an immediate reaction, ponder some things. It's more of a time for meditation or planning.
Yeah. That's what I think too. It's funny because that kind of ties into the winter months where we should, we're all kind of hibernating and going within. And so I feel that this is a time more for that for you than actually, out in the world doing, because right now the wheel is downturned. And hey, with COVID and everything going on like it is hard to get some real accomplishment done out there in the world today.
I wouldn't say that it wasn't positive, but to me that High Priestess reverse said that maybe it was time for you to take care of yourself and to maybe look for other answers that are actually within yourself, rather than thinking, something else is going to come to you. It's really more about your sense of planning and feeling about where you're going.
Well, I'm going to disagree slightly with my partner here. They were not the most positive cards. I mean, they were not. But the thing is that with the wheel always indicates change is afoot. And so this is going to pass. This is a situation that is not going to be lasting. It's a situation that is going to pass. So just know that it is a cycle that has a beginning and an ending. So it's nothing that's going to really rock your world terribly.
We are drawing one card for suggestion for her.
Okay. Keep your eye on the prize.
The world.
Success is out there. Success will come. I think it's just a matter of getting through some rough patches and just know that, that there is an end in sight. And because the world is like the end of the fool's journey. So there is an end in sight.
And this card really relates to the idea that it is another part of the divine message that despite everything else there, the sense of going within at this time, that ultimately you come out into the world.
So hang in there. I think that's just what it's saying is hang in there. And trust yourself. Don't doubt your inner voice. I think that's important. Hey, Asel, we've got your question, and then Peaceful Soul, Josephine, Gina, Libra, Cusp, and Sweet Angelic. So let's see.
So I'm going to use my...
Do the angel guides have? Okay. We will check it out, Asel.
Crow's Magic.
Alrighty. And I hope everybody who's left can stick with us. I'm going to just ask, is Peaceful Soul still here? You will be after Asel. So we will get right to you. Just let me know if you're here.
Here you go.
All right. Namaste, Sonali.
Namaste. Silly guy.
All right. Well, and here we are. So we have some cards that aren't necessarily happy, but you're asking for a message, right? Let me look at that again.
Angel guides.
Yeah, angel message. So what do we have here?
We have the Fool
reversed. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. And we have the Ten of Cups reversed. We have all reversals again. So what to say about this? Is it all negative? Well, it depends how you look at things. I think what it's saying right now is basically, I feel the divine message is just a cautionary tale for you, Asel. And it's basically saying that maybe this is not a time to take any unnecessary risks or gambles. Kind of stick with the status quo. Because if you take risks or gambles, you won't be happy about that. The outcome will not be happy. So you've got negative cards, but it depends how you look at them. So basically, this is just telling you this is a time to kind of just lay low. And if you do that, you will come out of this just fine.
Right. Any ventures does seem to be a little wary right now, specifically if they involve anything where you're really starting off a new relationship or a new friendship. It may really end up not being very happy at all. So I think that's what the angel guides are saying, like Banshee said, that right now, watch your step. Now is not necessarily the time to venture forth into more emotional matters. We could generalize that and say
that's a good point too. Yeah.
Or it could also be saying too that maybe opportunities coming and maybe somebody saying, oh, this is going to make you so happy. Look at it very carefully. Anybody that says, oh, this is going to make you so happy, those should be trigger words that may not really be true. It may be that they're trying to sell you something that you don't really want to get involved in.
Yeah, so that's all. So, I mean, it's just, to me, it's a message of take it slow, take it careful. Be careful. Don't be like a fool and take an unnecessary risk at this time. And
I think that's definitely something there too, because I think the Fool reverse is saying that sometimes we say, well, maybe I could do this, oh, maybe it won't hurt this time if I do this, if I take this shortcut, or if I omit this step.
This is so interesting. What is that?
The humbug, what is that, number 7?
Yeah.
I can't think.
Well, the snake.
The
snake has come up. Bah humbug to that. And then the what?
The star.
The star. So I got the snake first and then the star. So what does this tell me? This tells me that it almost reinforces what we just told you. It's like something may look really good and positive and hopeful to you, but it may not be what it seems. So, like I said, don't take any unnecessary risks at this time. Look into things and really, if something's being offered to you or something new comes up, really make sure that this is in your best interests and that it's cracked out up to be.
Well, here in the USA, there was a Wild West culture from 100-some years ago, and they would talk about people who would travel around and sell snake oil, which was basically phony cures. And like we said here, like, don't be sold something that maybe promises to make you happy. This is saying too that maybe somebody is going to try to give you a line and say, oh, this is a really wonderful thing for you. It's not necessarily a product. Maybe it's just some offer of some sort, but it looks good, but is it good? You have to really use your own powers of discernment. And I think divine angel spirit guides are saying, be careful.
So if you are signing any papers or doing anything of importance, make sure you read all the fine print.
Yeah.
So that's another thing.
And especially when it comes to anything that's in the emotional realms, I think that's where it's most likely to hit. So be careful of people who maybe are trying to gain your confidence emotionally. Really check them out.
You're welcome, Estelle. Good luck.
You're welcome.
I don't think Peaceful Soul is here. If you are Peaceful Soul, respond
now
right
or
now.
Never. Now or
I
never.
think we're going to move to Josephine. Are you still with us? You are up. And then Gina, Libra Cusp, and Sweet Angelic.
Oh, Gina, are you still here? Wow. We haven't even called your name once. You came a little later, didn't you?
She did come later.
Oh, getting your beauty sleep?
So, Josephine, where are you? You are next. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, Gina, we're going to hold your question because Josephine is first. You are right after. So go ahead, Josephine. That's an interesting question, Gina. I can't wait to tackle it. Here, you're going to put these back, and I will grab a deck. Okay, Josephine, go ahead and give us your question. And then after Gina's Libra Cusp and Sweet Angelic. How is your stay with Valiant Publisher going to be like? Oh, okay. That sounds exciting. Ah.
Aha. That's
Even better.
You probably mentioned it too, I think, didn't you? Somebody said they were out walking. What's her name? Teresa was out walking.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
But you could be out walking too.
Somebody's been going through the bark around here, Gina. I'm not going to mention names.
Somebody's been eating my bark. I'm not going to mention names.
You can see we bark at each other about the bark.
I told her last night that anniversary package, half of that's mine. That's because I'm almost finished with the birthday
Barking
package.
at the moon. Barking at the moon, Mr. O.
Well, it's better than giving a moon.
Ah.
Valiant. Let me focus. I love this deck. It's very pretty.
You want it, don't you?
Yes, I do. Okay,
right.
Teresa or Josephine.
Okay. I don't think it's going to go too bad. We have the King of Swords, and that is upright.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Four of Coins, and that is upright. Then we have the Empress reversed.
Okay, so there may be a mild creative ebb and flow, but I feel like financially it seems to have some promise there. There may also be prospects for being in charge or for having autonomy or decision-making ability in your own areas.
I think that... Well, I think this is very good. I mean, I think it will sharpen communication skills. I think it will showcase a lot of your talents. Also, it will probably benefit you somewhat financially. It looks as though that's true here with the Four of Pentacles.
Yes.
The only thing is you might just feel as though that maybe some of your talents and abilities aren't being used, or maybe it's one of two things. Either you feel your talents and abilities aren't being used to their full potential, or you feel maybe you need to sharpen some of those skills for this, for the publishing place.
Well, there may be potential for burnout is what I'm wondering. It's
Oh,
like maybe
that's a good one too.
And like I said, like, you know, like maybe some of your creative flow may ebb and go. And I don't know if that means creative flow in terms of what you're actually producing for the publisher or just how you actually handle the work there. You know, if you have creative solutions to what the work is you do there, that kind of thing. But overall, it's still really good. I mean,
oh, yeah, yeah.
It just may be that, you know, hey, I often worry about my muse. Will you ever come back, muse? I don't know. But in general, this could signify that maybe, you know, to some degree as a publisher, there may be some slowdowns just because of the general economy right now. But still, the Four of Coins would say that economically, you're in a good holding pattern there. You may not become fabulously rich, but it seems to be like it'll be a good income.
Well, I don't know if this is true or not, Josephine. You've got the clouds here. And I think that's you, the snow lady in this Lenormand. You are kind of having some doubts maybe about this. Maybe you have some concerns or worries. I don't know if it's necessarily true, but it's clear maybe that's why you asked the question, that there are some concerns or worries.
So it is possible maybe then that you're aware that, you know, there's a downturn in the economy or in their publishing strategy. Maybe they're having some slowdowns or maybe something.
Or maybe you're confused about your future there, whether it's really there or not. So you have some little, you know, a little bit of sorting out to do. But I really think that this job is not a bad fit for you.
I would agree with that. So let us know.
Okay, let us know how that goes, Josephine. Good luck with that. Okay, Gina, we've got your question. What do the cards have to say about tomorrow's lunar eclipse in Gemini, and how will it affect those of us in today's chat? Such a good question.
You gonna use that deck again? How about if we use the Koning? Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, I think this is a good question. Let's see.
Yeah, I sort of feel interesting about that too, because
a lot of things can happen in Moon and Gemini, not always good, and there is the lunar eclipse element of this.
Well, right. I think you're one of the persons that doesn't always feel that lunar eclipses energies are valuable always. Solar are almost always valuable, but sometimes lunar might be. You're welcome, Josephine. Let us know.
Hey, you're welcome. Yeah.
It sounds pretty exciting.
All right. Did you shuffle? No.
No, I did not.
And you asked to use that deck.
Yeah, but that meant that you had to shuffle them first because they were over there.
You're right. I know. You sure you shuffled enough there, Mr. O? All right.
I'm thinking of a song by Queen.
Uh-oh.
If I told Gina it, she would probably find the video and play it.
Wow. Wow. Okay. First off, we have the Queen of Cups upright. Second off, we have the Eight of Swords reversed.
Release.
And then we have the Five of Wands upright.
Well, there's potentials for releasing things, but there's also potentials for engaging with
Releasing
things.
what kind of things?
I don't know.
Well, the Five of Wands indicates kind of conflict or competition or, maybe some jousting with words or actions. So I feel that there is some movement. The Eight of Swords indicates movement, and in a way, so does the Five. But the Five is more contentious. And don't we have, what is the other one there?
Queen of Cups.
the Queen of Cups. And so, people are going to have to kind of, how should I say this? Be good, be more nurturing in the way that they communicate with each other, and they react with each other in group situations.
An eclipse is still a full moon, right?
Yeah.
Or is it the new moon? But either way, new moons or full moons have emotional and other effects on people and the situation. So that's what I think is symbolized by the Queen of Cups there, that there's just extreme emotionality no matter which way it's going or what it's doing. To me, I'm sort of seeing this more as a dichotomy, that the issues of Gemini, because it's twin and sometimes there's a pole between, is the leading you away from things maybe that were restricting you, but possibly engaging you in other things that are really maybe not as good for you either. So you're maybe being pulled away from the things that are restrictive, but maybe what's taking its place, the vacuum, things rushing in, is frivolous engagements or things that are not really where your goal wants to be.
Well, and we all may react differently to this lunar event, depending on our astrology and our own ways of being. True. And so I can also see here that some of us may be leaving behind things that have been bringing some discord or conflict or competition that they just really don't need. They want to move away from that. And so they're cautiously making some moves away from that for their own emotional well-being. It's like their emotions are guiding them. I feel the Queen is upright here, and so she's the saving grace here in a way to me, that, that somebody is looking for to calm things down, to calm tensions down, and to move away from things that bring that kind of energy into their lives.
So maybe this does really connect them in a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of what I'm seeing.
Stay at home. Don't go anywhere tomorrow. I'm almost pooed out.
Well, we're almost there, Mr. O.
I know. We're in the home stretch. Here I go.
Well, I think clearly, too, this eclipse is indicating you've got the mountain and the star. And so in order to reach light, to achieve the light, there's just some obstacles that have to be moved out of the way or moved through. And so maybe that kind of, I see that energy with the 5 there, don't you, in a way?
Sure. Well, the stars look a little bit brighter when you're on top of the mountain. So it's about getting there, that maybe you have to get to some particular area for what you hope for to happen, for the inspiration to come to you. You have to have a vantage point of that. And in a way, both of these cards talk about vantage points, moving away from a situation of limitation or restraint, and then moving towards an engagement with things that maybe are uplifting. I said before it wasn't, but I like to think that maybe they're not really jousting in earnest in a way. They're really more about just testing each other's skill levels and maybe figuring out where they ultimately will cooperate. Meh.
So, maybe.
So that's...
Well, you're welcome, Gina. Christmas spark. We haven't even gotten through this spark yet. Jousting through this spark. Maybe this card is relating to our bark jousting. But anyway,
more like biting, like get away or I'm snapping.
You're welcome, Gina, as always.
You know what that just made me think of?
What?
Gina, you probably know I like horror movies, and I don't know if Merwin's still out there, but have any of you guys ever seen this crazy werewolf movie called Ginger Snaps? Oh, I love it. It's so silly. It's sort of like a parody of werewolf movies. Do you remember? I thought it was really fun. Ginger Snaps.
I kind of half watched some of the horror movies you watch, Mr. O. All right, so Libra Cusp, are you here with us? If you are, it's your turn. And then Sweet Angelic, and we can close out the day. I'll take my cards back, Mr. O. As you show off Sunny.
Scratching at himself.
Never saw it. Werewolves of London. Okay, all right. Well, we might be getting to you next, Sweet Angelic. Hang in there.
Well, this isn't a song. It's a movie called Ginger Snaps.
Okay. Libra Cusp, it's your turn. And if you're here, answer now. Because otherwise, we'll go on to Sweet Angelic. Go ahead. I need to get that out.
Yeah, it's not a song, Ginger Snaps. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It has Mimi Rogers in it, I think, who used to be on the X-Files with David Duchovny.
She knows it's a movie.
Oh, okay.
I thought she said she never saw it. So there. She did.
I
She
see.
said never saw it.
Well, it's very funny compared to Werewolves of London is sort of like ironic. I don't know if it is.
Him and his horror movies. All right then. Okay, I think we're going to move on to Sweet Angelic. You can go ahead with your question. And you've been waiting a long time, so thank you for that.
Well, I appreciate that because I believe you're new here too.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I want to go find Ginger Snaps and watch it now. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so.
Oh, he's got to watch movies like 50 times.
I've only seen it once, actually.
I think he's seen it more. He's lying.
How would she know? She's never seen it. She doesn't even remember watching it. So how would she know?
I do remember watching it, but not lots of it.
Okay.
Just saying.
I'm using the mermaid deck.
Are you?
Yes.
The question is, what's coming next in love? Okay, that's the deck to use. All right, then.
Connecting horror with horror. Oh, the horror.
Oh, thank you. All right. Cat hair. There.
So our first card is the Six of Cups. Got chalices here. Our second card is the Knave of Pentacles, and that's like the Page of Pentacles. And this is upright as well as the first one. And then finally we have a reversed Queen of Wands.
Wow, I have an idea here, but I sure can't wait to hear yours, Mr. O.
Well, I think
Do you see something here?
you're going to get a message, maybe from somebody you knew before, maybe even long ago from childhood times. Maybe it was a childhood sweetheart or relationship. I think that it may or may not work out, but it may be nice to hear from them. But what you may find really is that they're very different from you now, depending on how much time has happened, and maybe values are really different. But I think there might be the sense of a relationship. I just don't think it's going to be very big, but it's a sort of relationship. It may just need to have time to build.
Yeah, I don't know. I might take a slightly different angle on this, sweet angelic. I feel like for sure that's exactly where I was leaning with this, that there is some message from somebody from your past coming to you. And this message could either be coming from somebody you had a relationship, a previous relationship with, and the Queen of Cups is reversed there. I'm going to say that didn't work out. Or it's possible that this is somebody who maybe somebody from your past is going to connect you with somebody. It's possible, but I tend
That's a good idea, because I think that sometimes this is a networker kind of person. So maybe a friend or somebody who somehow is involved in you meeting this person.
there seems to be a connection with the past here in some way.
That's the Six of Cups.
And there's definitely news coming. I know with the Queen of Wands reversed, that does indicate to me that possibly he is right, that this may not end up ultimately being, something that will turn into a good, a new relationship or a restart on a relationship for you. But it will be something that will bring back happy memories of some sort and some pleasantries, some pleasant times. Let me throw the Lenormand and see if we get any clarification on this.
It strikes me maybe that what this could be too is that this personality maybe has some jealousies, or is occasionally a good person, but occasionally has jealousy. And so the thing is that if you did have a relationship before, you know that about them. But if it's been, like a long time, maybe you don't realize that that's how they've come along since whenever they're. So I still don't feel like it totally invalidates the idea of a relationship. It just might be that they have some high-strung emotional nature on occasion. What do you got?
Yeah. All right. Well, I have the Snowman.
Which could be a person.
Which is a person.
A person of interest.
A person of interest. And then I have the,
Poinsettias.
yeah. And so again, this is really interesting to me. This might be somebody who, you knew in the past that maybe just lacked the maturity or the stability in some ways to, make, to really be in a good, secure relationship with. But they're back, and they seem to be more mature now and more stable.
I think now, because she said that, that's kind of given me that thought that right, this person is somebody that maybe you had saw that way, that you saw them as being immature, you saw them maybe as being selfish, or maybe just not really ready to be in a relationship, but maybe that will change now. What is the poinsettias?
The lilies.
The lilies, it is, okay. That I wasn't sure if it was the flowers or the lilies. So,
Yeah.
So I think what Banshee's saying, and I sort of agree with that too, is that the person that you might end up being in a relationship is somebody who maybe you knew before. It wasn't necessarily a relationship.
Right,
but
whether you were in a relationship with them or not.
But you probably perceived them as maybe being immature, or just in different ways not interesting to you, not exactly your values. I said that before too. But maybe now there'll be a second look.
Yeah, I definitely think it's worth exploring. If you even know or can, surmise who we might be talking about here. But it might be, be worthwhile to explore this further. But I think some message is going to be coming, and it's going to be coming from your past.
Well, if I had to go a step further, I could say that maybe this is a person with darker hair or complexion, but more likely they're an earth sign. And I think that maybe they presented as overly idealistic before when you knew them. And so now maybe it is the question of really you seeing them in a different light.
Yeah. So that's what we have for you. We wish you the best with that. Good luck.
You're welcome.
And that wraps us up, I think. Hopefully we got to everybody. Sorry that a lot of people left. And we do the best we can, because we do want to give everybody a pretty decent reading. So we hope you've enjoyed the day as much as we have. And
yes, we thank you, everybody. Don't forget, we are back again Thursday. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to check out our other content.
And we'll be back here next Sunday.
Thank you, Angel. Appreciate that.
Thanks. Thanks, you both. We appreciate it. Thank you, sweet angelic. You
Thank
guys
you.
all take care.
May God bless everyone.
We will see you soon. Bye-bye
All right.
for now.
Bye now.